So one of the first things that I want to show you this semester is a tool that you're probably already somewhat familiar with, at least from the student perspective, because I used it last week, and that is informal polling and surveying of students. And so the first tool that I use for informal embedded polls is called polldaddy.com. And this is just a really sort of informal way to gauge interest from your class, to maybe see where your class is as a whole in terms of mindset, and really kind of just add a little bit of variation to text-based content. That I have a lot of embedded polls throughout my different various courses that I teach online. And so I'm just going to show you really quickly how to create a new poll. So all you do is click over here on Create a New, and I'm going to say Poll. And here's where I ask my question. I'm just going to ask, what is your favorite color? And here's where I give my responses. And here I can tell PollDaddy if I want to add multiple selections, to allow users to enter their own answer, which I do, and whether or not to randomize the answer order. Below that, I can pick a different style, and so you'll see that I probably want to choose one that matches wherever I'm going to be embedding it or linking it to. But here's a paper theme, and you can scroll over to see what the results actually look like when students submit their answers. But I'm just going to keep with the paper theme, and I'm just going to do a medium widget size, and I'm going to click on Create Poll. And you'll see the first thing that comes up are all the different various ways that I can share this poll with students. Perhaps the easiest way to share with students is via direct link. So that's just a basic URL that you can copy and then go to Blackboard and maybe send via email to your students if you wanted to. So you could easily create a message and can insert a hyperlink, and all you need to do is highlight the text and click on the little link button, paste your link here, and tell it to open in a new window and say insert, and that's what inserts a hyperlink into the body of your message. But so you can send that out to all of your students in a class via direct link. So that's one way. You also could use various social media platforms. So for example, in our 554 class, we have a class hashtag. I don't know if you noticed that on the course information section, but whenever you're tweeting something that's relevant to our class, if you don't mind using the hashtag EDTC554, that way it shows in that compiled list of tweets. So you could send out your poll via Twitter. Of course, the way that I do it and the way that you've seen it is by embedding the poll. And so this generates some script that basically will embed the poll into another page. And so if you were in my 553 class last semester, you remember this. But if you just look at the script, you can kind of tell what it's doing. So it's basically referencing here the direct link to the poll, and it's telling it how big the widget needs to be, and so forth. So I'm just going to highlight that and copy it, and I as you guys know, use SoftChalk as my content creation software, and I'll go through SoftChalk more a little later in the semester. But SoftChalk is basically where I can place a widget that you guys can see. And so I'm just going to go ahead and insert a widget, and you'll see that it gives me a place to paste that code. You can say okay. Oops, I need to get it in a name. Give it a name, and then here's my widget placeholder. So whenever students see it, they're able to then click on the informal poll. So that is informal polling using polldaddy.com.